was driving along the motorway the other day and my exhaust started to fall off. So I pulled into Leicester Forest East Services and I said to the mechanic there, how long do you think this exhaust's going to hold on for, mate? Reckon I'll make it to Birmingham? And he said to me, how long is a piece of string? I said, well, this one is 28 centimetres, actually. Does that answer your question? Now, about my exhaust. Because you've got to be ready for these people. And the way to be ready for them is by always carrying a length of string of a specific length. One thing you might like to do, if you do this, something I've done, is just attach a little weight to the bottom of it here. What means then is it hangs down very sort of dramatically like that. And that kind of accuracy intimidates mechanics. Or people with menial jobs generally. What I've used for the weight on mine is a little bottle cap. You can use anything. A nail, a bit of a stick, a stone. Anything, as long as its collective mass is greater than that of the string above it, and it's not composed of sort of antimatter gravity particles that make it sort of flip up into the air, which defeats the point of what you were trying to achieve. One thing you must be careful about, though, if you do choose to attach a weight to it, is remember, under my string length system, the length of the string is only up to the point where it goes into the weight, not beyond. Because you might get it out, say to the mechanic it's 28 centimetres, he'll check it, include the length of the weight, and say, well, no, it's 28.8 centimetres, fix your own exhaust. If that happens, say no, cast your mind back, mate. I think you'll find the question I asked was how long is a piece of string? And not how long is a piece of string added to the length of whatever weight has been added to it to balance it. Now about my exhaust. I was driving along the motorway the other week and my radiator started to blow, so I pulled into Leicester Forest East Services and I said to the mechanic, do you think this radiator's really just going to go or what? And he said to me, do bears shit in the woods? And I said, well, I recently visited Canada, a densely wooded country inhabited by bears. And here's something I brought back. Perhaps you'd care to examine it.
My basic political philosophy is blame the government. Now, it's a new government, they haven't done anything to blame them for yet. You know, I sort of feel nostalgic for the old days when it was simple. Maggie, 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 ow, ow, ow! It's got a ring to it, you know? Blair, give him a chance, just... say. Anyway, back, let's kick it down with some issues, right? Yeah, locks. Locks on our doors, not on our hearts. OK? Let people into your hearts, that's what I'm saying. Don't let them into your houses. Unless you know them. In that case, if you know them, if they are friends of yours, let them into your hearts and into your houses. Even then, take precautions. It's the truth. Yeah. Money. Money can't buy you love, they say. Who are they? They're the Beatles. Yeah. They don't run this country, not anymore. Old people, right, the old people issue. I was on the bus recently. Bus, thank you. Yeah, not a car. There's these two blokes in front of me on the bus talking to each other. That's OK. Probably. Anyway, one of them says to the other one, he goes, did you hear about that 100-year-old woman getting mugged? Where's the skill in that? Made me despair, you know? Where's the skill in that? He's probably sort of bloke who goes to the toilet and takes a couple of steps back just to give himself a challenge, you know? You know the sort, yeah. I got off that bus, I thought, Alan Proctor, warrior, I shall help the old people. And I saw this little old lady there, and I go to her, I go, "Hey, you, old woman! Give to me your shopping bags so that I might carry them for you." She said, "No. I'll keep them, please." I said, "Give them to me. I want to help you." And she started backing away. So I went after her, and then she started running down the road, and she gave me the slip in the end, you know.
Not the funniest comedian in the world, but by Christ, the best jacket. So, lovely to be here. Lovely to be here. What I'd like to talk to you about tonight, ladies and gentlemen, is the subject of my mother, because I have a typical relationship with my mother in that I really fancy her. Oh yeah. Oh, want to shag me ma something fierce, so I do. Oh yeah. Really jealous of me dad, because he's fucking her and I'm not. Oh, yeah. Now, obviously that's not true. Obviously I'm only messing, I'm just having a laugh. And I can tell just by the reaction of the people here that some of them laughed and the rest of them shifted uncomfortably in their seats. Now, just like you at home, nobody thinks that way. It's a horrible, sick, twisted notion. Nobody thinks that way about their parents. It's a ridiculous idea. Which is why I can't understand how Sigmund Freud got away with the shite he did. Honestly. For those of you who's not up on Freudian theory, right? Sigmund Freud, the inventor of psychotherapy, the godfather of modern psychology, reckons we all fancied our mas when we were younger. Right? I say we all did. Obviously just blokes. Women didn't. That'd be weird. No. Women fancied their dads, of course. The Oedipus and Electra complexes, respectively. Now, I don't know about you, but my ma's a fucking boiler. I mean, she's a lovely woman, don't get me wrong, but a weapon, honestly. I think Freud was just a twisted bastard, decided we all were as well, honestly. Although the one thing that he was right about, Freud was actually right about, is the fact that your parents do have a great effect on you when you're growing up. They get right into your psyche. And they'll say things to you that to them is just an offhand, remark that doesn't mean anything. But at a certain age, you'll really take it in. Like, I'll give you an example. When I was young, I used to love chicken. I used to eat chicken all the time. Chicken, lovely chicken, right? And my ma'd say to me, "Huh? One of these days, you're going to turn into a chicken." I'd be going to bed at night, I'd be checking for feathers, honestly. At least that's what I told her I was doing. The other thing about Freud is that at least he was a professional, because there's one thing I do hate, it's amateur psychologists. They really annoy me, honest to God. They always hit you with their amateur psychological theories all the time. Phallic symbols is the big one. Everything's got something to do with cocks, hasn't it? All phallic symbols, like you can tell a lot about a man by the car he drives, because it's related to the penis. It's a penis thing. It's a dick thing. You can tell a lot about a man by the car he drives. Does that mean you can tell a lot about a woman by what kind of garage she's got? Does that pan out? Look at that lovely little garage. She must be a lovely girl. Lovely little garage. Look at the size of that warehouse. Fucking whore.
So why, right? Why did we ever collect milk bottle tops for the blind? There is no way on this earth that they thought that was real money. That's a shit trick, isn't it, really, when you think about it? Wasn't fooling anyone there, I don't think. Don't do it anymore, though, right? Don't do it anymore, because it's all cartons these days, isn't it? Yeah? It's all there's not enough milk bottles going around, not enough for schools to get involved in, right? So what we're missing, there's a gap in the market. 1997, what we need is a new practical joke for blind people, right? Obvious, isn't it? Right? So I put my mind to it. I'll come up with a couple of options for you here, right? I don't know if you know this, right? If you were sending a cheque to a blind person in the post, what you're meant to do is put a bit of kitchen paper in the envelope with the cheque, right? They open the envelope, they feel that paper, it's got texture to it, right? That's how they know. You say they open that, they feel that, they think, oh, that's complicated braille. No, it's kitchen paper, brilliant, it's a cheque, and they run down the bank, right? That's the code, that's the way they worked out, right? So what you could do, just for your kind of medium roast, practical joke on a blind guy kind of thing, right, is get a piece of blank paper, right? All right? You're with me? Brilliant. And cut it down, right? So it's about the size of, say, a cheque. Right? Put that in an envelope, right? Then go and get some kitchen paper, right? And you put that in the envelope as well. It's quite good, this. And you get a stamp, right? You get a stamp, and you put that on the envelope as well, right? And then, right? Then what you do right? And you might be ahead of me. You send it to a blind guy, right? He gets that, he opens the envelope, he feels the kitchen paper, he takes out the blank piece of paper, he thinks that's a cheque, he goes down the bank, and he feels a bit daft. Now, that's your medium roast version, right? Medium roast, that's nothing. For your full roast effect, right, it's very similar, same sort of thing. Before you put the blank piece of paper in the envelope, right, run and get your felt tips. Okay? And right, this is a stick-up. Ah, you'll have a ball. You really will. Give me all the money or the dog gets it. It's brilliant. Really. Don't actually do that. They're blind. Leave them alone. It's just a joke, you know. That's the thing. People think it's cruel of me to mention it on a stage in case anyone goes away and does it. All I can say in my own defence, I do road test all my own material. I did try that out on a blind friend of mine, and he successfully robbed a bank. So, can go either way. Really. Right. At least he thinks he did. He's actually got a big bag of milk bottle tops.